Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for July 2021. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone here, especially anyone who's new to our channel. And I'd like to invite you, if you haven't already, to subscribe, and to also, at the end of the video, if you've really enjoyed the messages that you've received, to also like the channel, as this helps with the algorithms and getting the information out there. So I appreciate that in advance. And finally, I want to just also make everyone aware that for the month of July, I'm continuing my special offer, Angel Reading of $77. That is normally my half-hour reading, but it's been extended for 1 full hour. So what you would do is you would go to my website, theangelschool.com/services, and you'll find that link below this video in the description area. Within 24 hours on the first business day after you submit your payment, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer for 1 full hour. And that email is everything you need to do to set up the appointment, to submit your availability. There are instructions on how to do that. I will indicate the starting date when I have availability, and you would just send that for the next 3 weeks from that date, for my time zone. But all that's there. And just keep in mind there are no restrictions or limitations if you've had this reading, a special offer before. Okay, so before I begin, I just want to make some notes that they've given me for the month that we need to look out of July. And the first thing they showed me, and I saw it again for your reading, is the phallic symbol, erect. And when that happens, that tells me that you're about to launch, that you're about to have a climax, and launch your desires and the things that will give you joy and bring joy and pleasure into the lives of others. So it's either this or you are, or things are coming into focus that is allowing you to really feel hopeful about what you're doing in the way of manifesting your reality. So this is also just, in general terms, a great month for getting things done and accomplishing goals and realizing dreams and ideas and bringing them about. Another thing they wrote was the word safe, and this gave me the sense that there are risks, and financial ones, but they are worth it, and everything will be fine. And they just wrote replaceable. So there are some things that you might have to give up, but they are replaceable. Either that means that new revenue will come in, or new things will come. And they just write in the word express. So this is really about, for you, Capricorn. Hopefully I said that at the beginning of the video. Oh well, I can't remember. But hopefully Capricorn, you are realizing, hold on, I just got a little thrown by that. Oh, this is about you expressing. So this is also about something that you're going to express. Well, I don't know if it's through a particular medium, but it's there's something very important. It could be an expression of love in some way. Something that you're going to express something that you're expressing that's important in terms of manifestation for you in this month. Okay. They're writing the word supply. So this is telling me that whatever supplies you need, they will occur so that you can do that. All right. Let me just go back to some of the general messages for Capricorn, and I just want to say that again because I hope I didn't say Sagittarius at the beginning, but you'll have to excuse me if I did. The reading is still the same. The they also talked about A to B, like point A to point B, which means don't get stuck on point A to point Z because we get overwhelmed. Be aware of that. Map out if you got a specific goal that that you're working on, then get an outline of that, and then focus in the moment. And it's about making those decisions that are best for now. Don't worry about being right or wrong, but trust that you're doing your best right now. Okay? And you may also want to, I've been working with lists to help me to kind of do this. So I've created a list for priorities. One of two things, like the thing that my soul really wants me to accomplish, and just those two things. And then the next list is the quick list, I call it, of like, I got, something to sign or a document to sign or a card to send out, or these type of little errands that could be done in 25 minutes, maybe 5 little things could be done. And so that you get these things done, because I call this like taking out the trash. If you let those lists pile up, it just becomes like clutter, trash in your mind, and you can't focus on your goals and your priorities. So therefore you never feel like you're really getting anywhere because you can't even see where it is that you want to go. So very important. And the last list is just something I have an awareness of the next 2 weeks of the month, things that I need to get done. But once I know what they are, they don't bother me, like keep going, pss, 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 pss. So really, that's going to be really important. Another thing they showed me was a unicorn, like a parent, child, or teacher, student. And they want you to be aware that you're in this time of flux and change and progress. You're going to these roles are fluid. They're interchangeable. And so be open to those moments where you're a leader and when you're a student, when you're in that process of learning, because that's the time where you're actually growing and changing. The other time you're impacting others, right? And be aware of how the world impacts you as much as you try to impact it. Okay, so let's tune in now to Capricorn specifically, just see if there's any additional information for you. And they're saying that you're really focused on professional changes, and some of you, they write love, okay, and it could be professional and love in terms of something that you love and that you're passionate about, but it's something that just gives you joy. Now they're showing me a tree trunk, and when I see that, that's about how much energy you're channeling from your higher self, and you're gaining from the energies of the earth. But I just see the person sort of like stuck there, and feet are kind of hanging. It's almost like you've been hung on the tree with your right side up, of course, and your feet aren't doing anything. They aren't touching the ground, and it's like you're kind of hovering over the ground. So that means you have all this information. You have the information you need. You have everything you need. You're aware of everything that you need, but you're afraid of taking action. You're not putting your foot to the ground and starting to walk the walk and walk the path. So that's what's going to be really key for you in this Capricorn, is to take action, to start to walk that path that's coming to you intuitively. So in a sense, you're centered, you're focused, you know what to do. I don't know why, because this seems a little unlike Capricorn to not be moving. But this reminds me of the Hangman, and you might need some perspective, right? You may need to really pay attention to your process, the way you do things, the way you take action, the way you go about handling matters. And there may be something, and we're not saying that you're not good at this, because you are, but there may be something that's holding you up, and you might be frustrated about it because you don't like things to sort of not to be off track, or to not to be doing what's necessary. But there's a reason. There's something you need to see, Capricorn. There's something you need to see. And they're writing, there's something you need to come out about. There's something you haven't confessed to yourself. There's something you need to, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But they're writing, okay, I'll have to do it now, because they're writing the word like gay, which is usually my symbol for it. Someone just needs to come out of the spiritual closet. But I'm also seeing, they wrote sexuality as well. So this is telling me symbolically that you're not being true to yourself. And you're trying to be something to impress, and you need to be you. You really need to be you. So in the past, if it's all about this formalities and being impressive, and this is not the way to go this time. You need to be real. You need to be yourself. This is what is needed, and this is what everybody's looking for. Okay? So in your professional life, this is what you really need. And you need to get, don't do things. They're writing love again. It takes courage to love. Do things because you love them. Don't do it just because it's just all about the ambition or the prestige or the money. There's those things in being true to yourself in a way that is abundant and more balanced and harmonious than you really could have ever imagined before. All right, so let's take a look at the card and see, okay, which Archangel and the Major Arcana lesson, theme, or influence that you're working with. I almost forgot to do the cards. It's like, okay, we're done. This is Archangel Zadkiel, and the message here is balance. And that's what we're talking about, just in essence here. This is saying that you know that there may be compromises, that you might have to make sacrifices in order to really find this balance, and that this balance is primarily for you and for everyone else. And don't be afraid to do this. But they keep writing courage, like courage to love, but the courage to be yourself. As you are yourself, much of the ways that things seemed out of balance because you're manipulating yourself into positions and behaviors that were not really true to you, that it was just making things more challenging energetically for you. All right. And so, really, come to terms with this. The peacemaker here. Archangel Zadkiel is about clearing energy, like with the violet flame energy. So there may be some energy you need to cleanse, in order to prepare yourself. That means let go of the ego, and bring in that compassionate, loving component. And I don't know why they're writing the word punishment, but just don't beat up on yourself or be too hard on yourself about things. Okay? All right. Let's take a look and see how this is playing out in your day-to-day life in the Minor Arcana lesson, the message from your guardian angel. And here's a card that this is about focus on that emotional ground, okay? And we have Archangel Shamiel, and here is that Hangman card that is being associated with it. So this is about you getting that perspective about you. This is the vision I was seeing, that the reason right now is that you need to really establish what is This is a time for you to establish your truth, to establish a path based on your true, authentic expression. And so you need to take the time to make sure that you're just not, repeating cycles. And there's an opportunity for you to embrace the new paradigm, to break those habits, to engage that new path. And so think carefully about how you can engage yourself in a way that allows you to express your truth and your power. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, Capricorn. Have a beautiful month of July, and God bless you.